Hey, movers and shakers, welcome to another exciting episode of the Seven Figure Moving Academy. Want to give a big shout out to Barry's Best Movers. Thank you guys for being a long time participant in the Seven Figure Moving Academy. So glad to have you guys with us. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm speaking with Jaleel. Jaleel wants to know how to get help with moving leads, how to get the best moving leads, what are the best ways and best strategies for moving leads. And I think you guys want to know that same thing. Who knows? I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Anyway, guys, here's that video. It is a bit long. It's about 30 minutes. Please stick around to the end and you're going to get a lot of great information. Smash the like button. Click on subscribe if you're not subscribed. And don't forget to leave me a comment. Ask me all the questions you ever have about marketing or whatever. Glad to hear from you. Let's get into the video.
Okay. So primarily, just started out. I believe as soon as I started, I subscribed to the Seven Figure Moving Facebook chat, and it's been a great help. Everybody on there is just amazing. They always treat everybody with respect, and they always offer their best opinions. I appreciate that. So I guess as far as what I'm doing now, I'm just trying to scale. I got the box truck. My first box truck. Using profits, and I'm just trying to get those high paying jobs as far as just as far as getting the advertising out. And I don't want to keep getting bull jive as far as the pricing for things. I still want to hear from the man himself.
Good. No, I get it. All right. Well, there's three areas that I would suggest that you would advertise in.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is you should sign up with USA Home Listings and start getting the MLS list for your area or areas that you want to work in. It might be expensive getting going, so be aware of that because I don't know what area you're in.
Right.
But once you start getting the jobs, then it's very, very affordable. Okay. So, and they've got a lot of like social media stuff and everything as well as part of that that you can utilize if you so choose. But what you need to do is you need to figure out what your medium household income is for your area or the areas that you want to work in. For instance, here in the area that I'm in, Lansing, the median home sale is about $100,000 to $150,000. So let's say 125.
Right.
So if I were going to send out postcards, I'm going to send postcards up to $125,000 homes that go up for sale and higher. Okay. I'm not going to worry about the other houses, right? That's where social SEO and whatever. Now, if you want to get more, if you want to take that down, go to like lower middle class, you can as well. That's fine. Just realize the lower you go down on that medium home sale for your area, the cheaper the people are going to be. The cheaper the people are, the more heartache and headache you're going to have dealing with these people because they want caviar and champagne dreams for beer money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For Colt 45 money. For me, I just want to jettison. I just want to get rid of them. Those kind of people are good for if you're doing all you're concentrating on is 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartments or labor only. Yeah, you could do those all day long and kick it out and make a good chunk of change. But you want the bigger places. You want to make where the big money is going to be, where you can make more profit and people are going to be happy with you because they understand the value of the dollar and they understand the value of quality work.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So as long as your quality is commensurate, you can get those jobs. Right.
Right.
So that's your first place that you should go to. Go to USA Home Listings,
Mm-hmm.
sign up with them. I believe they give you a free trial. It's not long enough, in my opinion, to really see any results from it, but it can get you going. Okay. I think if they're going to do a free trial, they should do like 30 to 45 days, because then you can send out a bunch of postcards and actually, oh, okay, good. That's my personal opinion. I'm not in charge of the company. They can run their company however they want. But definitely hook up with that. If you're short on money, then start off with movingleads.com. They're very similar to USA Home Listings, but they're only going to get you a list once a week, right? And but that's a good place to start getting and building up a bankroll so that you can afford USA Home Listings. Home listings in the long run are cheaper, but they have a huge upfront sticker cost, a shock. So that's the problem with the USA Home Listings. But when it comes long term, they're far more affordable. The second one you want to do is you want to do PPC campaigns, not Facebook, but Google, right? Like, so you want to get on Google because you can target a certain demographics. Again, if you want the bigger households, then you want to target the demographics those people are going to be into, right? So you don't want to target the lower demographic, but target that middle to high end demographics.
Right. And question for you. So as far as that goes, you know, the SEO people out there, they're like a dime a dozen. You know, you can find any of them from, you know, down the street, anything. So I wanted to see, like, and I was doing some searching. I'm looking for moving business specific SEOs, SEO engineers, you know, people that's particularly good at that. Do you have any insight on where I could possibly find someone like that?
Yeah, there's a few of them out there that just concentrate on movers. My go-to guy to recommend is Travis Weathers. He's actually in the group, the Seven Figure Moving Academy group. He just released a whole product regarding that. So I think he's my go-to guy. When I refer people, I refer them to Travis. Okay. He can get a lot of stuff done for you. He's going to get it to you affordably, but he's going to get the real stuff done. He's not going to bullshit you. He's not going to, he's not out there to take your money. Right. He's the guy I refer. However, there is another guy called Brian Bloom. He's out of San Diego. I forget what is like professional mover marketing or something like that. Top of the line. I guess you could. Travis Weathers, in my opinion, is better than he is, but he is a little bit more established, has a little bit more a better reputation than Travis.
Right.
So while Travis is like, a good, decent BMW, right? Brian is on the perception scale, at least. He's more like a Maserati, or a Bentley. Okay. In performance, it's the other way around, but in the reputation scale, that's who you're like. With Brian Bloom, you're going to pay. You're going to pay big time for it, because he deals with the bigger moving companies like the van liners and stuff.
Right.
And he knows his stuff. I just think Travis is a little bit hungrier, and he's going to work harder, and he's going to do it at an affordable. Now, I'm not going to say cheap, but at an affordable rate. Right. Awesome. So get with him, and he could do that, or learn how to do it yourself, which takes a lot of time. And I really wouldn't suggest it unless you have that time.
So I've played around with it. I got a few leads, but as of late, it's just been flatlining. So and I'm not trying to spin an arm and a leg on things that are inefficient. So that's why I'm putting things in place now rather than later, trying to get them more efficient, so I don't end up wasting money. Right. So I'm going to reach out to Travis. Per your recommendation, I'm going to reach out to him and definitely set that up, because I know the few SEO people I've talked to, man, they talk upwards of $1,000 a month. And so have you seen, as far as your SEO, have you seen like a good return on that? $1,000 a month? That's like 3 times, like Angie's List or, Yelp, those kind of things. Well, it really, again, it comes down to the person who's doing the marketing. There are people that are going to be worth that much money, and then there are going to be people that aren't. But that's about the average pay, what you're going to pay. You're going to pay $1,000 for them to do the service and maintain the campaigns and work, do the negative keywords and the keywords and, oh, wow. Sorry. And they're the ones that are going to do that. Right.
And but then plus your ad spend. So your ad spend is going to be on top of that. So if you're doing $500 a month, you're going to do $500 in advertising, $1,000 for them. You know, so you really want somebody that's going to be bringing in the jobs to pay for that.
Right.
But here's the thing: you get one 3-4 bedroom job that's going to average you $3,000-$4,000. That pays for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That makes sense.
So there might be that charge, but if you can get one job, then you've paid for it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then every other job is gravy afterwards. So again, Travis is the guy you really should go to. His company's called RotateDigital.com, and he's in the group. He's in the 7-Figure Moving Academy group.
Right. I thought you mentioned him before.
Yeah. So he's really good. He'll communicate with him, reach out to him, let him know I sent you. You know, okay. I don't get a dime for recommending him. So, so you have that ability there to reach out for him. And then the third option, which goes along with, let me go take a step back. 2A, Google PPC was 2. We're going to do 2A. Mm-hmm. And that's Facebook PPC. But Facebook PPC is different. You want to concentrate on retargeting with Facebook marketing. Okay? Facebook, to market to Facebook, it's not profitable. I've tried it every way you can possibly think of. It's just not profitable. However, retargeting on Facebook is immensely powerful. Mm-hmm. Okay? So if you can get them, you can use Google PPC to get them to your website, right? Then that pixel on the website will then start targeting them everywhere they go between Google and Facebook. And you can start doing retargeting campaigns and just follow them around for the next 7-8 days.
Right.
Your ads. So you want to do the PPC, and you want to you want to install the retargeting campaign features, right? Okay. The good thing about Facebook is they also do, if you do a retargeting campaign, your retargeting campaign can also go to Instagram, because Facebook owns Instagram. Mm-hmm. So you can also follow them not only on Facebook, but on Instagram as well.
Right, makes sense.
So, and that is really super powerful right there, right? The other 2B is that you need to start doing an email campaign. So you need to start collecting on your website, whether every time somebody signs up for an estimate, they got to give the email address, mm-hmm. or have some sort of white paper or downloadable, like a video, teaching them how to pack a house, giving them good, something like that. Just think of my videos that you could give to the public. You know what I mean? Right. What are some of the questions the public ask about moving companies? You know what I mean? Make it valuable, put it in writing, put it in a video, and then use those as free downloads, mm-hmm. right? And then use those videos and stuff to capture email addresses. Because believe it or not, the emails is good for long-term marketing. And no one's really using it, right? They do to a degree, like some of the bigger companies use email marketing, but they'll send out a newsletter once a month, you know what I mean, to customers they've already had.
Right.
But people who come to your website, maybe they don't go with you, and that's okay. But if you can capture their email address, maybe their apartment or something, a year, 2 years down the road, guess what? They're going to probably be looking at moving again. And if you're constantly sending them, an email that talks about the neighborhood or sports or, useful hints like of COVID, how to really protect your house, 10 ways to protect your house from COVID, right. Things like that. Things that don't have anything to do necessarily with moving, but really are very valuable to the person, right? Mm-hmm. I used to have an article, 10 ways to increase your curb appeal, right? Things like that had nothing to do with moving, but I just kept giving this valuable content. And, a year, 2 years down the road, you know, they give you a call, right? That's more of your long-term thing versus your short-term, right?
Right. Awesome.
So your third thing you need to do is very similar to Google PPC, but it's YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube video PPC campaigns are very, very powerful, and they're very, very cheap because nobody's doing it. You will not find an ad on YouTube for a moving company.
Right.
Right? You might find a PPC ad that pops up on the bottom of a YouTube video, but no one's doing like video ads. Right?
Right.
And I am. You'll see but you're not in my area, so you don't see the video ads. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. You could target certain videos that you want your ad to show up in the certain demographic. So like if there's a popular mommy blogger that has a lot of, you know, that has 1 million plus subscribers and her videos get hundreds of thousands of views, right?
Mm-hmm.
That person's going to be pretty popular. Let's just say Martha Stewart, right?
Right.
Well, you can take Martha Stewart's videos in your specific demographical, your geographical area, and go, okay, good. I want to target these people in that geographical area with this demographic that watches Martha Stewart videos. And when the ad shows up, it'll be your ad that shows up on her video. Because you can actually say, I want this video, I want that video, and you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and if you target videos that indicate people's interest in moving, for instance, you might find a real estate agent in the area that has some very popular videos that you know, that talk about the 10 best schools in X city. You know what I mean? Well,
right.
You want your ad on that video because that's indicating that somebody might be moving to that city,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they're looking at schools or you know, kids activities in X city or in suburb or whatever. So you can see where your geographical area, and you can say, okay, good. My video starts popping up at the front of those videos. They're going to see my moving company, you know, and they're going to see me, you know, and all you need to do is a camera. Hi, I'm Jalil.
Jalil.
Jalil? Okay,
Yep.
sorry.
No problem.
So, hey, I'm Jalil. Man, I've got this awesome moving company, and man, I would love to talk with you about moving. I can get you a quote at affordable rates. I promise you blah, 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 and I guarantee you blah, blah, blah. Call me. Numbers right there. See how quick that was?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be fancy. You do it in front of your truck. Do it in front of, you know, maybe you got a crew doing a move, and you're out there with your phone doing that video ad while your crew is running back and forth loading up a truck.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. It makes sense.
You know, of course, if you're going to do that, you got to make sure you guys are uniformed and, you know, at least look like you're
presentable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and all you need to do is a 30-second to a minute video.
Right.
You know, and if it's longer, you can go to Fiverr and get somebody to edit it down to a minute, you know, and just put like your logo, your phone number, and your website. Bada bing, bada boom,
Mm-hmm.
right? So start doing that. And then and this is kind of guerrilla, right? This
Mm-hmm.
is very guerrilla. But you can go to like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist even and go to their real estate section
Mm-hmm.
where this says real estate for sale.
Right.
Now you do that, and what you do is the key is your pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you want to do is you go in and then you fill out a form like you're selling a house at a certain income level,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because where are people going to go when they're looking for houses to buy?
Right. Online. Yep.
They're going to go to Facebook and maybe Craigslist.
Right.
Craigslist is really a dying entity. It's really, it's on the outskirts. I mean, it's still popular, but more and more people are going away from it than they used to go. And that's just because, anyway, there's a lot of reasons for it, you know, but Facebook, you know, just go out there. And then what you're going to do is use the picture portion and tell a story using your pictures. right? And write a little caption under the picture professionally. Like I think Facebook allows 12 pictures, right? So put 12 pictures. Have pictures of you, your trucks, your equipment, your crew, pictures of positive success stories, maybe even a QR code that somebody could then use their phone and hit the QR code, and then it goes to a YouTube video, right? And then a video starts playing, you know what I mean? And then, because having the very first photo should be like a nice house, right, with a moving truck, with ideally your moving truck in front of the nice house, right? Bright sunshiny day, could be in the winter, doesn't matter, as long as it's a bright, beautiful sunshiny day, right, with your truck in front of it. Have a nice smiling happy family with you standing next to them or whatever, or just have a nice family in front of that picture, right, with your truck out there, nice sunshiny beautiful day. And that's the very first picture. Next picture would be, hi, I know you wanted to buy a home, but congratulations. Next one would be next picture would be like a little slide that says, congratulations on looking for your new home. We're not selling one, but we do have a great moving service. Next picture, next picture or two, have a couple of testimonials, right? That look nice, that aren't just on, it could be just a simple Google slide, black on white, but that's boring. You want to really be interested, you get to be interesting so people are captivated by it,
Right.
To spend a little money on it and have somebody do this campaign and just do something like that. And then another picture, having your crew, you know what I mean? Show you showing your family, with you and your girl. Do you got kids?
No kids.
No. You got a girl?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Just you and your partner there, in front of your truck,
Right.
and just be personable. Show them a little bit of your personality. Show them a little bit of who you are. Again, another couple of testimonials. Then another picture, of the business, your guys stacking a truck, or how you guys, protect the house, that kind of thing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you want to tell a story, but you also want to make sure that they know that, so you get the big picture with your moving truck and the nice thing. The next one says, congratulations on trying to find your new home. We're not selling one. You really got to make that clear, because you're putting your ad in basically like you're selling a house. So you got to make it really clear. We're not selling a house, but we have this great moving service to help you get into yours, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And then the other pictures will tell the story of the moving business. That way you're not pissing them off because they hit your ad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
So they'll know right away in the first two pictures whether this, they want to continue on, right? And it just make it really super simple, right? Don't put any prices in your ads. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't say it's a $1, Well, if you're doing an ad on Craigslist or Facebook, it makes you give you a figure for the house. Put $1 if you want, or, you know what I mean? That's fine. But you got to really make it clear when you're doing the pictures that this is an ad. You know what I mean? Now that's guerrilla. That's a really, really super guerrilla.
Right.
Don't be surprised if you do those campaigns and your ads get flagged or sandboxed. So you might have to do that every other day, put something up in, have multiple accounts.
Right, that's fine.
But the thing is that's a pretty guerrilla way, and it does work, right? Don't put it in the for rent area, because then you'll get every Tom, Dick, and Harry and, redneck, white trash, toothless wannabe that, meth head, that's calling you up. Because they think, it said $1, so yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, really? Come on. You really thought I was going to do you a movie for $1? You know what I mean? Some people just aren't that bright.
Okay.
So,
awesome.
that's what I would do.